Namaskar, this is Varsha Patil Gulve. In this lecture number 2, chapter of 2, Magnetism and Electromagnetic Induction, we are going to learn about permeability and types of permeabilities as like absolute permeability, relative permeability. Next one is magnetic circuit and reluctance of that magnetic circuit. So first we will see permeability. What mean by permeability? How we could define a permeability term. So permeability in simple means it is the ability of that material or medium in which flux can pass, or the ability of that medium which allows itself to pass a flux through them. Technically, the flow of flux produced by a magnet it not only depend upon the magnetic field strength, that is H, but also depend upon one more property of a magnetic material called permeability. It is related to the medium in which magnet is placed. The force exerted by one magnetic pole on other, it depend upon the medium in which magnets are placed. If you remember the laws of magnetism, there we mentioned that F directly proportional to the pole strength, that is M1 and M2, and inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them. And the proportionality constant is called K, that is nothing but a permeability. So how could we can define a permeability? The permeability is defined as the ability or ease with which the magnetic material forces the magnetic flux through a given medium. Also, we can define a permeability as like receptiveness of the medium in having flux set up within it. I repeat, permeability can also be defined as the receptiveness of the medium in having the flux set up within it. There are two types of permeability for each magnetic material. Number one, absolute permeability, and second is relative permeability. We will first see the absolute permeability. Before we are going to discuss about the absolute permeability, one thing we should keep in mind that conceptually the current is considered to set up a magnetic field strength at a particular point in a surrounding space. What it says that we actually deal with electromagnet, and we know that what mean by electromagnet. If you passing a current in a conductor, then that conductor gives or behave like a magnet. That is the electromagnet concept. Then how could we can control the flux density, that is B, flux density and nothing but flux per unit area, and magnetic field strength, that is unit and pole should be experience the maximum force. To get a maximum flux density, we have to greater magnetic field strength, that is H. So we can conclude or we can say the magnetic field strength at any point in a magnetic field is actually utilized for maintaining the magnetic flux and producing the particular value of flux density at that point. Yes, it is true. Larger the field strength, larger the magnetic field strength, larger will be the flux, and ultimately the count of flux density should be greater one. To achieve the flux density, greater flux density, we have to increase the magnetic field strength. Not only the magnetic field strength, but also one important property of a material, that is permeability. Therefore, H, magnetic field strength, is the cause and flux density is the effect. This is the relation. The flux density at any point, it can be determined not only the magnetic field strength at that point, but also by a property called permeability. It is defined as the ability or ease with which the magnetic material forces the magnetic flux through a given medium. Then absolute permeability is denoted by letter mu. The magnetic field strength decide the flux density to be produced by a magnet surrounding it in a given medium. The ratio of flux density in a particular medium other than vacuum or air to the field strength producing that flux density is called absolute permeability of that medium. I repeat, absolute permeability is defined as the ratio of flux density in a particular medium which is ultimately other than vacuum or air to a magnetic field strength which actually producing a flux density is called absolute permeability of that medium. Now it is denoted by letter mu and mathematically can be expressed mu is equal to ratio of B by H. Therefore B, flux density, should be redefined as mu into H. The permeability is measured in unit called Henries per meter and denoted by capital H by M. Next one, the permeability of free space or vacuum, which is denoted by letter mu suffix 0, mu 0. If the magnet is placed in a free space or vacuum or in a air, then the ratio of flux density to the magnetic field strength is called permeability of free space or vacuum or air. It is measured in Henry per meter. It denotes the ease with which the magnetic flux permeates, allows the free space or vacuum or air. Mathematically or experimentally, it is found that mu 0, that is ratio of B to H in a vacuum, remain constant everywhere in a vacuum and its value is 4 pi into 10 to the power minus 7 Henry per meter. The ratio of B to H is constant only for free space, vacuum or air, which is a count of m0 which is equals to 4 pi into 10 to the power minus 7 Henry per meter. While dealing with the numerical, we have to keep this mind, mu 0's value is constant forever and its value is 4 pi into 10 to the power minus 7. Here is a relative permeability which is denoted by letter mu suffix r. Generally, the permeability of different magnetic material is defined as the relative to the permeability of free space, mu 0. In relation with that, because the permeability of free space is a constant one, the relative permeability is defined as the ratio of flux density produced in a medium other than free space to the flux density produced in free space under the influence of same magnetic field strength and all identical conditions. Thus, if the magnetic field strength is H, which is producing the flux density, that is B, in the medium, while the flux density B0 in a free space, then the relative permeability should be written as mu 0 which is equals to B by B0, where H is same for both. It is dimensionless and had no unit. For free space, vacuum or air, mu r, that is relative permeability, is equal to 1. According to the definition of absolute permeability, we can write for a given H, mu is which is equals to B by H in that medium. So mu 0 which is equals to B0 by H in free space. If we giving the relationship mu by mu 0 which is equals to B by B0, but we know that mu r is equal to B by B0 or mu by mu 0. So mu is equal to mu 0 into mu r, which unit has Henry per meter. The relative permeability of a metal like iron, steel varies from 100 to thousands and more one. The point to be remembered here, if you want to increase or require maximum number of flux production for lesser quantity of magnetic field strength, then the value of relative permeability of the core material should be as possible as high. Now we will see the next term, that is magnetomotive force. The flow of electron is current, which is basically due to the electromotive force. Similarly, the force behind or force responsible to flow flux or production of flux in a magnetic circuit is called magnetomotive force and denoted as MMF. The MMF determines the magnetic field strength, that is H. It is driving force behind the magnetic circuit. It is that force due to which we get a production of flux or flow of flux. It is given by the product of number of turns of a magnetizing coil and current passing through it. Mathematically, it can be expressed as MMF, which is equals to number of turn denoted by letter capital N, and current passing through it, I. So ampere turn should be unit, where N number of turns and I current passing through the coil. Its unit is ampere turns or simply ampere. It is also defined as, the alternative definition for the magnetomotive force is the work done in joules, yes, work done measured in joules on a unit magnetic pole. Unit magnetic poles means a single pole having a pole strength 1 Weber, in taking it once round, एक round across a closed magnetic circuit. Now the next term is reluctance. In an electric circuit, current flows is opposed by the resistance. Similarly, there is a opposition by a material to flow of flux is called reluctance. In electric circuit, we call the same property as resistance, and in magnetic circuit, it is called reluctance. It is defined as the resistance offered by the material to the flow of magnetic flux through it. It is denoted by letter capital S. It is directly proportional to the length of the magnetic circuit, while inversely proportional to the area of cross section, as we have studied in electrical circuit. Reluctance directly proportional to L by A. So the proportionality constant is K. K is a constant of proportionality, which is a reciprocal of absolute permeability of a material, which is denoted by 1 by mu. So S should be defined, S should be written as S is equal to L by A into mu, or L upon mu 0 into mu r into A, and unit is ampere per Weber. The reluctance can also be expressed as the ratio of magnetomotive force to the flux produced, and written as like reluctance is the ratio which is equals to MMF to the flux. Therefore, S is equal to N into I divided by phi. Flux denoted by phi. MMF is nothing but N into I, and unit ampere turns per Weber or ampere per Weber. Okay. Next is a permeance. The permeance of a magnetic circuit is defined as reciprocal of reluctance. It is the property of a magnetic circuit due to which it allows the flow of magnetic flux through it. The permeance is the reciprocal of reluctance. It is defined as the property of a magnetic circuit due to which it allows to the magnetic flux, and written as 1 upon reluctance, and unit is Weber per ampere. Magnetic circuit should be defined as the closed path traced by a magnetic lines of force, or the path followed by flux. Such magnetic circuit is associated with different magnetic quantities as like MMF, flux, reluctance, permeability, permeance, magnetization curve, demagnetization, etc. Here the figure shows both the circuits, which is one is magnetic circuit and second is electrical equivalence. Okay, so how the magnetic circuit should be look like. Here is the representation where we can see there is a core or iron body on which a conductor coil is wound, and this coil is supplied to the battery, due to which current I is passing through. The coil have n number of turns. As there is a current, there should be a flux due to the electromagnetism, flux phi. If you take a flux per unit area, that is flux density, then let us derive the relation between MMF, flux and reluctance. I current, n number of turns, phi flux in Weber, B is a flux density of the core, mu is the absolute permeability of the material. The material here is iron and mu r is the relative permeability of a magnetic material. The magnetic field strength inside the solenoid is given by H is equals to N into I upon L, and unit is A into T by M. Now flux density is B is equal to mu into H. As we seen, mu is equal to B by H. Therefore, B is equal to mu into H. So, B could be returned mu 0 into mu r, absolute and relative permeability, into number of turns into current divided by length L. Now, as we consider the area of cross section A in the circuit, which measured in meter square, so the total flux in a core is returned as phi is equal to B into A. And now we have the expression for B is equal to mu 0 into mu r into N into I into A by L. So phi should be written in the form of F upon S. The arrangement should be done with help of Ni divided by L upon mu 0 into mu r into A. So we could get phi is equal to MMF upon the reluctance, and by this one also we can written S is equal to L by mu 0 into mu r into A, where N into I is the magnetomotive force measured in ampere turns, and S is equal to L by mu 0 into mu r into A, which is a reluctance, that is opposition to the flow of flux. This is the expression for flux, is very much similar to the expression of current in electric circuit. We know that current is equal to EMF upon resistance. On the similar line, phi is equal to MMF upon reluctance. So MMF is nothing but N into I, and reluctance should be written as L by mu 0 into mu r, absolute and relative permeability in correspondence to the cross section area, which is reciprocally proportional. That's it for today. We'll stop here.